Greetings, all and every. My name is Empress V. I am the Ancestors Oracle. Welcome to Oracle is My Tarot. One of the things that I am pushed to speak about at this current moment within time is the George Floyd riots and the current state of the people and where we could possibly end up. So, this is an amazing time. We are seeing so much uprising, upheaval, forward movement in the direction. There's two sides. There's more than two sides, but on the outside, there's two sides of this. We have the opposition, and then we have the whatever is the opposite of opposition. We have the opposition, we have the proposition, right? And I guess it really depends on what side you're on, really, to determine, if it's your opposition or not. However, the side that has influenced, because there is an influence that is behind this, the side that has influenced these riots and that has really caused the beautiful, tragic, it's beautifully tragic uh, things. It honestly had to come to this, because if it didn't come to this within this country, there would never have been change. So things will more than likely get worse before they can get better. But this is a part of the thing that we have to go through right now. We have been pregnant. Mother Nature, America, the world has been pregnant with a false identity. And we were told that we were having a boy when it's really a girl. So, this is what I mean when I say false identity. We were led to believe that the baby is one thing when the baby is actually another thing. Right now, we're in labor. We're in labor. Okay, and if you are a woman and you have ever given birth, you know what labor is like, especially if you have given birth without pain medication. Um, you know that is okay. This is where we are right now. We're within the pain. We are in the pain. We are moving from four 4 centimeters to 5 to 6 centimeters. And anyone who's familiar with giving birth, when you're at that 4 or 5 mark, once you pass that, there's an uptick more than likely, especially if you have given birth previously. Your cervix will just begin to just really move forward in the speed of dilation. However, we're at the 4 mark right now. We're not quite at 5 just yet. So everything is coming to a head. Every shit is hitting the fan, as they say, right? And there is the upheaval, uprising, and there is also, so the people who are persuading this thing, they think it's gonna go one way. However, it's not gonna go the way that they want it to go. And what is actually happening at this current moment in time, the reason you do not see a lot of speaking in reference to coronavirus unless you actively seek it out, is because, excuse me, at this current moment within time, this is energy harvesting. We are quickly approaching the summer solstice. So this is energy harvesting. And this energy harvesting is one of the most profound energy harvesting, because this is an energy of anger, of extreme demise, of the pits of the soul, the pits of the earth. Everything is coming up, it's being vomited up, it's being spewed out. All the hate, all the dismay, all of the things that you people are thinking, all of the negative adverse things, everything is spewing out. It was already spewing out, but now it's just like, you know how when you watch certain scary movies and you see the person vomiting and it's just like like a waterfall. Even certain funny scary movies, right? That is what is going on right now in the basis of the negativity being spewed out and just causing a spiritual bonfire. And what's going to happen is there is going to continue to be plague, okay? And a lot more people will perish. These are the times that we have all been speaking about. These are the times that where they say the meek shall inherit the earth. This is that time, okay? And in order for us to get to the other side of that, we have to go through. My son is coming in. Hey, shh, mommy's making a video. We have to go through. Yeah, he's sleeping. Don't wake him up. We have to go through the pain. We have to go through the dismay. Leave him. Don't wake him up. We have to go through that. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, we have to go through the pain in order for us to get to the other side. If you've ever given birth without pain medication, you know that it can be very painful. And then once that baby comes out, it's like, what pain? At least for me, that's how all of my births have been. Once my bundle comes out, it's like, what pain? Like that commercial, whatever commercial that is. Yeah, so this is going to be a part of this is a part of the process. We have to go through this pain. We have to experience the demise. And one of the things that is really beautiful right now is that people are policing people.
Mama.
Yes. People are policing people. And this is where we are going to actually end up once everything is over, once everything has passed. We will still have police, yes, of course. However, people will be more inclined to be more protective of our neighborhoods, of our communities, of our children, of what it is, what that we will be building. Because as we see, as we know, if you have not already noticed, the whole system is being uprooted right now. The whole entire system is being uprooted. And the people who are pushing this and trying to use this to their advantage are trying to persuade people to go and to do certain things, to make certain movements, so that their plan, the plan that they have for adversity, excuse my baby, so that their plan for adversity can continue to be brought about. However, the people's subconscious, in addition to and in accordance with the aggression that is going on, there are also people who are beginning to step up and put in more work behind the scenes. And this is absolutely more than anything of what we need. It's great that we have the soldiers on the streets pushing forward, and it's unfortunate that we have had adversaries who have come about and who have pushed this thing to a whole nother level of violence and making it seem as if the people are being more violent than they actually are. However, there is also people who are being violent because they just see, it's the energy is being built on. So that's what's going on right now as we look outside of our windows, as we look outside in the streets, as we look outside in our downtown areas. A lot of this is going on in the downtown areas. And uh, that is also, it's everything is by design. It's correlation here. So now I'm going to get more into the reading. Okay. Ooh, we got cards jumping out already. So we have forgiveness. That just jumped out. Let's see. Let's, what are some things that the people need to be focused on? So there's a lot of grief, of course, as we know, with the passing of the gentleman, and also with the passing of other people as well, in accordance to all the rioting that has been going on. So that's to be expected. Failure. Oh God, I got all cards jumping out. And I'm going to take them all. So we have death. Just as I mentioned, there's going to be continuous plagues. More people are going to continue to die. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Fear. This is a whole bunch of that being pumped out right now. Love and patience is what it's going to take to solve it. Oh God, and they're giving me a flush of emotions right now with these two cards, because the anger, the anguish, and everything that's coming with these, all of this grief, all of this failure, this death, this fear that's being pushed out to the people, that is being pushed around, the energy that is being harvested with everything that's going on. This is what we need to be in. And as we are in this, and as we continue to move forward in patience and love, it is our jobs, for the ones of us who are doing the work from the home, it is our jobs for us to continue to push the positive frequency out. They're pushing me to draw from this. So what are the messages that you want for the people to know? What are the messages that you want for the people to know? Some things that they need to be focused on. Some positive words of aspiration.
Mommy.
You're guarded and protected.
Mommy.
You're guarded and protected.
Mommy.
Give me a second. Guided and protected. You are guided and protected, as we were. Continuing on. You're guided and protected. So for those of you who may be worried, do not continue to live in the fear and the grief. Fear and grief breeds more fear and grief. Fear and grief are, you are harboring, you are living in the lower, and you will not be able to, you'll have a harder time lifting yourself out of the pits than if you were to just focus on patience and love, and know that you're guided and protected. And as long as you do the right thing, and you don't have any adversities in your heart for any other or towards the situation, you don't have anything to be worried about, okay? Do not put yourself or worry about future plagues that are coming. Do not put yourself or worry about any type of famine that may happen in accordance with the riots. People are rioting, and they may begin to go into grocery stores, and it may come to the point where we can only get things online. However, it's not going to be like that forever. It won't be like that forever. That's only if the riots get to a certain point, right? um which is honestly can still go either way, is what they're showing me. It can still go either way. So it's all dependent on what the people do, how the people continue to go forward. As long as, if things continue at the pace that they are right now, more people will begin to step up and people will continue policing people. Not every community will be overrun. Not every store will be overrun. So there will be pockets. There's going to be pockets of peace within the adversity, pockets of peace. I'm saying even some whole counties won't even be, it'll be like nothing happened in certain counties in certain states is what they're showing me. It's mainly rural city type of areas. Okay, so you're guided and protected. For those of you who are sticklers and want to know what the card says, it says, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept assistance. So, this is something that is extremely important. As I mentioned to you before, um, your needs will be met. Continue to push forward. Do not delay or hold yourself back. What are some other messages for the people who still may remain fearful? Okay. Let go of fear now. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of guidance. Thank you for clearing up your heavenly toxic. Okay, they had me read this for a reason first. You, number one, all of that ugliness, guckiness, murkiness that you are feeling, some of y'all is crying every day about this situation and really scared and, oh Lord, I don't want to tune into that. No, 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 no. Let me tell you something. What they're telling me right now is that you don't even feel like you are worthy of peace. You don't feel like you're worthy of happiness. You don't feel like you're worthy. You don't feel like it's possible to be uplifted. You don't feel like the outcome of this is going to be positive. Let me tell you something. From this moment, there are two places where we will go. We will go into the dark age or we will go into the golden age. Okay? And that is not by definition or standard of what may generally be out there on the information regarding those times. However, I'm using those words to be descriptive so that I can be understood. Okay? For those of you who may say dark age, golden age, let me go and look that up. We are either going into a age where we will be in frequency with love and alignment towards the positiveness of the higher consciousness for all, or we will continue to live in dismay. This is where we are. We are having the baby right now. And you cannot continue to be and sit idle in your fear because you don't know what is going to happen 5 minutes from now. Can't even think of tomorrow. Scared for what? You need to be ready to do everything that you said that you wanted to do to help people to move forward, to be in alignment. This is the time. This is not the time to be fearful. This is not the time to be fearful. And the ancestors are not happy with a lot of us because we are living in this where we just want to keep, we want to clutch the pearls. We want to, I got to keep everything for myself. I got to make sure I have everything. I got to, me. Living in your me, you are missing out on what is supposed to be yours because you cannot give the little bit that you have to give. So you are missing out on what's really yours. Someone is waiting for you to make them feel, oh, uplifted. How should they? This is going to be it. This is going to be it. Wholeness. You need to feel whole. You don't feel whole. You need to feel whole. Stillness. Look at him. I love elephants. Stillness. Wholeness. Oneness. All right, this one wants to come out. Joy. These are the things that you need to be focusing on. These are the things that you need to be living in. Are those all? Is that it? Achievement. Okay? Whatever that means for you. When you have your wholeness, oneness, you will be able to find joy. And through that, you will be able to attain true achievement. If you don't already know, money is done. Okay? If you don't already know. The energy exchange frequency is being shifted. And what you choose to energize is what you realize, as we all should know. Make the choice to energize, to use the monetarily exchange frequency in a way that you have not used it before. Because if you don't make the choice, you're going to be forced to make the choice to move in progression, in a progressional way, or you're going to have to get out of the way.